what do we have? Empty shelves. Not really. Still a lot on there. Can you believe we've yanked? Well, I don't know if they all came right off of here, but 150-ish have been removed from here. Got kind of a chaos situation on the table. Got a couch full more. And then there was the room. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. You know, even though I'm going to build up the shelves, when you lay them just like that, that actually looks pretty sweet. I mean, it's going to look much better like that, for sure. But when you just lay them all down nice and even, it's clean. It's definitely clean. Got the silly gas station shelf. Getting spoiled with not very many knives on that one. What's up, Snubby? None. Zero. Where is my... Oh, boy. What's up? Edwards. We've got it. Am I in here talking to myself? Yeah. Basically. Yeah. It changes, though. For now, I'm talking to myself. Now I'm talking to you, Snubby, and 2 other people. And I'm going to grab my coffee. And we're styling. Maybe. Way too hot. It's way too hot. Cheers. So yeah, been moving into the other room. This is what's left on the shelf. For those of you that have watched, this used to be the angle of Livestream. And now we're changing it. Table's getting cleared off. Ooh, I can grab. Got a couple more of these. Are they for sale? Not really. I am mostly just a collector and lover and showing off my collection and love. Good Lord. And yeah, I do sell some. I do custom stuff. So when I make a custom knife, like if I do a custom like shipwreck, like that one right there, that used to be just plain copper. Then if someone's interested in some custom work that I did, then I do sell those. I do dyes as well. Like this used to be a white handle, and we made it red. So that's a lot of what I do on the channel, is little customizations, dyes, laser marks, acid etching on the blade. Or wait, I didn't do that on that one. It's this one here. It's a send cut. So this was a silver blade, and I did this out of focus. There it is. Acid etch stonewash finish. Boom. And I've been building the new studio. I would kill to have a collection like that. It takes a long time, takes some patience and slow collecting. Look at all those 3D printed ones I just opened. Very cool. Here's my current top favorites on the wall. Shelves, I got to get some additions to them. Definitely got well underway here. the room is coming together. See if I can back up. So we got the 2 shelves for the backdrop for like live streams and whatever. We turn it around this way. Let me turn off this super bright. We don't need this. So there's the recording space. Those hexes up on the wall are all to dampen the sound, and I had to be creative and come up with a weird kind of fun pattern with it. Multi-screens filming on the table there. Kind of got some storage and stuff over here. Kind of working on it. It's getting there. Constant work in progress. But here we are. Ooh. Starting to get there, right? What do we think? What's going on? Saturday morning, chilling out. TKE goes live from the garage at 9:30, but something's a little different, I noticed. It appears that he has moved out of the garage and is going to be in the house. So this morning, TKE's normal live at 9:30, which is an hour and 20 minutes from now. Dude, where's my car? What's mine say? Sweet. What's up, James? Chilling, planning your day. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Blind Woo Fury. Run to the grocery store. I needed to go to the grocery store and a few things on a list. And you ever have those lazy where you don't want to go that far that way or whatever, and then you're like, there's Target's right there. So I just went to Target yesterday. Hi, I'm new to this channel. What's up, Tina? Welcome. I do all types of weird stuff. This morning, we're just chilling. I made some coffee. I'm a double fister. You can see my drug of choice right here. Caffeine is a staple in my world. I used to drink like 7 or 8 Mountain Dews every day. I quit. Now I have a sugar-free Red Bull. I don't drink any like sugar anymore. Woo! And I have a knife channel. I do customs. I do unboxings. I do community service. I'm all about the community. What's up, Eagle Scout? Good morning to you. This is what I'm looking at. Anybody in here going to Atlanta? Oops. So I'm looking at this right now, which I didn't realize. I was kind of planning on renting a car anyway, but the Atlanta airport is here and Blade Show is here, which is 22 miles away. I've been looking at hotels. A lot of the hotels are kind of within 5 or so miles of here that I'm looking at. Hadn't quite picked one yet. Haven't booked the flight yet, but the flight that I had kind of up on, it's going to be refreshed, I'm sure. Yep. The flight I was looking at was barely even half booked. So I figured by today, it's not, the whole flight's not going to book the rest of the way today. So I'm going to kind of finalize that, get a flight. Probably looks like I'm going to be renting a car since I'm going to have to drive 23 minutes from the hotel or from the airport to the show and then back and forth from the show to the hotel. But yeah, I'm excited. There's the floor plan. Lots of exciting stuff in Blade Show, Atlanta. Stoked. Totally stoked. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? What do we got? How would I get titanium back to gray? Bought something green, but one. Okay, you can do that. You can do that. I guess the easiest, cheapest way is get out some sandpaper and go to town. That's not ideal, I understand. But you can blast if you have like I have access to like sandblasters, media blasters. You can just blast it off. I'm not sure if there's a chemical. I mean, because I know if you put it in the etch, you can back it up. It can be done. It can be done. Knives are life. Dunk, we talk about knives in here, so no. There's a product everyone on YouTube uses. Something with rust in the name. There you go. Grease lightning. So yeah, there's definitely ways to do it. I've had some where I did it and I just basically sanded off the top surface just so I could then re-anodize that section a different color. Or if you have, blaster, or if you want, send it here. Send it to me and I can bring it in and I can just hit it with the media blaster with like a nice fine bead and just get a really smooth surface for you. Wink. That's the name of that product that removes stuff. Are we talking about shaving? We could be. I, as you can see, don't really shave. Lots of de-ano tie videos on YouTube, says Mister. There you have it. There you have it. Sanding it off, though, it's pretty easy. Why isn't that working? And if you, depending on what the design is, if it has like levels and you were to just like sand it, you might actually be able to do. What's up, Bless? There's Donnie. Good morning, dude. Cheers. I'm looking at flights and hotels and stuff for Atlanta. I just have to finalize it. The flight I looked at is barely half, not even maybe at 25% booked. So I should be able to grab those today. Tristan, you are on a dirt roll today. What's going on? Just got your flights yesterday? Right on. Yeah, I was surprised. Not bad pricing for a lot of the flights for the times that I want. It's funny how like one flight can be 300 and another one can be 800 right next to it. But yeah, exciting. Stoked about it. Been working on the shelves for those that are just kind of tuning in. Actually, it's better if I do this. I can kind of, bam. All right, so I printed out, or actually my buddy Danny printed out a couple more of these for me. It's just like that one right there. So I can put a couple more of these racks. I did get some wood in order to build another shelf like this one in there with these nice steps. Works really good. Kevin Smith and Knives is going to make us one. I have some plans for some other ones. To be honest, I think it looks pretty cool just like that anyway, except for when you're like here and I'm like streaming, it kind of, it's like you almost have to be up like that, which is actually pretty rad. But getting them up, it's not like I'll be able to get that many more. It's just much more visually from the side. What's up, Gabe? Grateful? Thanks, Blind Woo. But yeah, I got a couple more of these. So, oh my God. Of course, there's no room. Wait, I got one that's These are kind of right side, left side because there's a little thing for the clip so that it sits more flat. So I ended up printing, I stuck them together one way and the other way so that one of them can hold all lefty knives and the other can hold all righties. Where's the other one? Right here. Put a fixed blade on there. Why not? Because this one's too wide almost. If I put it that way. A long, slim dagger. All right. It's not very long, but it's a dagger, and it's slim-ish. Slim-ish. This is old. I beat on this when I was a kid. This is probably the oldest, one of the oldest knives in my collection. Second only to my Boy Scout knife. But I've had those since I was a little bitty boy. Do I have a stiletto? Kind of. .440 stainless comb. I have a small one. Yeah. Sure do. Here we are. Ready? It's hard to hold. Italian. Solid. You want one of these, you get it at Blade HQ. No, man, that's big. Sorry, I got that blood blister on my thumb there. I keep looking at it and I'm like, I got something. Doesn't come off. So, yeah, here's some knives that have not made it into the room yet. Well, actually, these did get inventoried. That's for the mini knife shootout right on that white thing there. These are just knives that need to get moved in. What is my favorite to carry? It's in the other room. We'll go in there in a moment. This is my old shelf, my old section here, getting torn out. Got stuff to move into the other room. Still quite a few knives in here. I'm doing an inventory as we move, and what's making it difficult is like we're getting to stuff like this where it's like X-Took, SOG, Revo, Opinel, Ruco, Katuo. Like basically it's one. I only have one knife from those companies. One. Here's my CRKTs, so I've got like 5 of those. A lot of Rough Riders down there, but when you have a bunch of singles, it's like I'm writing them down. When it was easy, like this whole shelf was like all Kaiser, so I had like 41 Kaisers. It was easy to kind of grab those and move those in the other room. Here's my table, my mess. There's some custom stuff right there, customs in the work, projects, knives that need to go into the other room. Got to get those shelves kind of moving more, but I'm almost there. Now we have, I think the top ones I'm going to let be kind of fun, knick-knacky kind of stuff like that for a while. Probably not going to stay like that. But the 3 main middle shelves are going to have all the knives. And so I've got boom, boom. So right now this one down here with the Bowies is a nice bare space that we can start taking all those knives that are on the couch and out on that other shelf and start angling them in here. Dude, look at these. Did I post this last night? This one is Freddy Krueger. Like when I was up close looking at it like this, I couldn't see it. But when you back it up, you can see it's Freddy with the hat and the glove. These were a gift, all 3D printed. Each one's got a different horror icon on it, and they're all in these knife shapes. So I'm going to kind of display them somewhere or whatever. I appreciate it. It's super cool. I got to build the other one of these today and decide if I'm going to stain this one. I did stain it. Where's Rambo's knife? Rambo's knife is right here. Bam. But Rambo's knife compared to the Big Bowie is, you know, the Big Bowie is the real deal. Oh my God. Check this out. I mean, James Dillon said it. Hell yeah. Whoops. Now, I prevent crimes. We help take a bite out of crime. Huge. Come on. Tell me that's not just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Good morning. You know, coffee has got that magic moment. Joe, oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I can get one of those too. But, you know, there's lots of versions. That's technically a Rambo style knife. Just because you don't open this up and take stuff out doesn't take away from the knifeness. And I mean, I could be like, oh, well, this is a Crocodile Dundee knife. It is. It isn't. It is. It isn't. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, this is the winner. I mean, come on. Guaranteed for life right here. Can't shave with it. Compass is totally useless. Those cheapo little compasses, yeah. A lot of those little pocket compasses, they give you false readings. What a cool sword. Nope, this is a knife. This is a knife. You're new here, which is fine. Welcome. This is a knife. This is a sword. Hand forged. Got a nice Hamon line on there. Not a gas station or mall punched. I'm just joking. We're just having fun. That's a knife for real. This is a sword. This is a sword. Right there. Would hide stuff in it. It's a 5th pocket carry. I got this in 2002, quite a long time ago. And if you want to see the cheap junk gas station sword, this is a cheap junk gas station sword. Notice the crappy metal here. Notice the perfectly straight, punched, stamped out, no Hamon. Cheap. Wrap all silliness. No stingray underneath in the handle. That is a $20 sword. Ooh. And I just tipped over the the sheath and like a bunch of sawdust came out of it. Yeah. I can't stay but wanted to say hi. Hello, Kathleen. Good morning to you. How are we doing today? You know, these are kind of on that border of the it will cut, it will keep. These are definitely kind of a mall quality, but actually they're pretty fun. I've had these for 20 some years. Needs more sword. You know what this needs? Hold on. Yeah, needs more sword. Needs more sword. What's up? Laid off Pete. Oh. Yeah. Shay sent me this gorgeous gas station butte. If you are new to the channel, so far your English or translation is great. SJI. Yeah. For it not being your main language, you're doing just fine. Dude, coffee is legit. Coffee is legit. So yeah, I'm addicted to gas station silliness. Because why would you not? And Shay was at a gas station somewhere. Seatbelt cutter, wolves. It's an inspired combination. And then, of course, it's red on this side. Speed holes, assisted opening. Yes. Yes. I go just black coffee. Just I get good beans. I ground up some beans this morning and then brew up those beans for a day or two and just black. Of course, it's red on the back. It has the glass breaker, the seatbelt cutter, the assisted opening, the tip down ugly clip, everything that a gas station knife should have. Ooh, let's try this. Look at this line. Look at that angle right there. Ooh, baby. Oh, I'm an idiot this morning. Well, no, I'm an idiot all the time. Now that mods are here, maybe I could run to Dunkin' for some coffee. You sure got some weirdos in here this, you know. I attract them. I attract them. So, here is the glorious gas station. I'm going to turn this around. We're getting wild. That coffee have vodka in it? No. If I was going to doctor up my coffee, it would probably be like a Bailey's Kahlua type of a, or maybe some whiskey. Howlin' Wolves. Oh, it's going to end up living here for now on the old crazy gas station knives shelf. It's great. What do we think though? I'm digging. The color actually looks great. I was kind of worried they look dark. The shelves kind of look dark, but on camera, not bad. The colors of the knives help make it pop. But definitely, this is my favorite. This ledge like this, that you can really get, you know, like 5 knives on each row. It's like 25, 30 knives just across that. Then you got the front right there. That's my Kaiser shelf currently. I have more Kaisers than anything else. We started doing the inventory. Here's where we're at. 41 Kaisers. Civivi in second with 20. CJRB Concept right behind it. Then we drop down, or actually, what is that? Oh, my gas station knives, 18. So that doesn't really count because that's not really one brand per se. But it is the shelf. And we are going to change. We need this in a spreadsheet with models. I could probably do that. That seems kind of gross. Seems kind of gross. But, yeah. Yeah, I found some patches. I noticed on the naps roll, they have that's gonna fall. They have that Velcro up at the top, so I found some patches that I have attained over some time of recent. So that's kind of fun. I can change those patches up whenever. And then this is going to be like a shelf of my favorites. Oh yeah, someone asked, they're like, what's my favorite carry? Up until recently, my favorite carry has been this right here. Kaiser Mini Telzer K. Frag Titanium 154 CM. Awesome stuff. This might be my new fave. Oh, my stomach's growling. Gotta have some breakfast, huh? Probably. What's for breakfast? I don't really have anything. I don't. Might have to leave the house. Go get a donut. Pow, right. Need the hook from I Know What You Did Last Summer? Yeah. We could collect some more wild stuff like that. I have a few things. I mean, we have, obviously, Jason. We got Scream, we got Jay. He's gotten messy. He's been hunting. You know, he's got his hunting hat on. Ugh. I need to pick the ones. I just need to start moving more stuff in there is what I need to do. Is what I need to do. We can start. God. These are all project knives. Oh, what is this one again? Kershaw. I need to add that to my Kershaw list. I'm going to keep getting stragglers is what's going to happen as we're finishing this up. Let's get that board. I'm going to keep finding one-offs. I actually found yesterday another Sen Cut, another Kubi, and my gas station knives I moved up because I hadn't, whatever. Oh, don't go upside down. Let's grab this board. Smash that like, all please, and thank you. Thank you, Blind Woo. Joe already hit it. Thank you. All right, so we're going to take the 3 mole secs. We'll bring all these in the other room and we'll take a look at them as we set them down. We'll grab all 4 of my petrified fish. That's a good list. Yesterday I had this board set up and I pulled one knife off of it and it all toppled all over the ground. What a mess. X-Took. All right, so if we go back over here, I can go CRKT. CRKT. It's a nice little group, 5 or 6 of those. God, they're all nothing multiples. All my moras. All right. This is a start. This is a start. Oh, that's a CRKT as well. Boom, that's my issue. So I just got everything everywhere. Oh, we do have another Kershaw. Damn it. This is a CRKT. What was that other one? That was also a Kershaw. Oh, and this is a Kershaw. Good God. What a nightmare. What am I sipping on? Oh. Right now. Sorry, it's a mess. Intelligentsia Black Cat Espresso. It says dark chocolate, sugar, marshmallow, but it doesn't. I don't. There's little hints of flavors to it, but they're good beans. I like it. It's just a nice, good, strong coffee. All right. Damn it. Okay, and this is a cold steel, right? No, that's a Boker. Arrgh! What a lovely nightmare it has become. All right, let's bring this in there. Don't kick the swords on the floor. God damn. Woo! Okay. Do I have a CRKT M16? I have 2 of them. Right there. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. I need to make a note on here. Where is Kershaw? I'm going to put a little squiggly line next to it. What was the other one that I saw? Were they all Kershaws? I swear there was one more. Oh, it was the Boker. Boker. It's going to be up to 4. All right. Wow. Do I have any brother knives? I don't. Got to start roasting my own. Bro, Neil, I started watching some people that are doing some coffee, and bro, that's a whole nother world, man. I don't want to start getting into. I'd love to have an espresso machine, but the price is out of control, dude. It's too much. Too much. And because it's like, oh yeah, I like it, but what's a good one to start off with? A couple $1,000s for like a machine to make coffee? Like, oh my God. It's wild. But pretty neat. At the same time. Boom. All right. We're making some waves. I just saw a $110. There is a couple $110s. So M16s, Cricket, CRKT. Ooh. This one is older. This is the M1613 SF. It does have the dual guard, so you can do an Emerson wave. Like if you got it in your pocket and you go to open it, you can use that to flip it out of your pocket. Start roasting on a whirly pop in the stovetop for 20 bucks. Just the roasting part, just actually roasting the beans. Sure, that would be another step that wouldn't be too bad. All right, let me move these over so we can look at them. So that was the M16 13SF from like 18, 19 years ago. Then we have the M1601KZ, also from about 18, 19 years ago. This one has a little secondary, so you can't get to the liner lock. You actually have to take this little red nub and push it down. So you would bring that down like that. Then you can push the liner lock over. So it's a little secondary. The thumb studs don't work. They're in there so tight you can't really do anything with them. You have to use a flipper tab. But I used this quite a bit 15 plus years ago. This was my main user for quite a while. So it's kind of beat up. Gerber Tonto M16 was the first knife you ever purchased yourself. Right on. They've been making those M16s for years. They got a lot of them. They're good. I had coffee trees, but the hurricane blew them all down. What a shame. That sucks. I had a little coffee plant. It was actually pretty easy because when they need water, they just kind of droop. But I didn't transplant it soon enough, and it didn't have enough room, and I need to get another coffee plant. They're actually pretty fun. Mongoose went downhill in the middle of the 90s faux show. Walmart, bro. Walmart. All right, so then we have this CRKT cheapo. You can't flick it open because you get pressure on that frame lock, but you can do it on this side here. I don't remember the name of this. Inara says right on it. CRKT Inara. This is all of a $20 knife. Don't have much to say about it. It's cheap. Action is All right, we have the CRKT dive knife. I have never really taken this out. I bought this about 20 years as well, and it's pretty much brand new, never been used. Nice polish on it. Got a diving knife, sharp on both sides, serrated on one side. We have a pry tip, so it's not sharp on the tip, but you can get in there, like if you're finding some mussels or some clams or whatever, and get in there and pry that open. You don't have to worry about breaking off the tip because it's designed specifically for it. Really cool little knife. This is the CRKT Spew. Actually got this at Walmart. I was at Walmart just looking in their case, trying to find some Ozark Trail Grails, and saw this and was like, wow. They do have some better versions. I think this is like a 5CR or something like that. They do have a higher version steel of this. It's another Foltz design. He does all the minimalists and stuff as well. It's a cool little fixed blade. Really long, pointy tip. Pretty fun. This is the CRKT Arazzle. This was a gift from family over Christmas, and they crushed it. They were kind of worried. They're like, oh, you got the channel. We don't know what you're going to like or want to use. And they found this, picked it up, and it's so cool. Micarta handle, which I love, black and red, which I love. Fun little fixed blade. And this one does have a sharp edge. So that end is sharp. You can get in there for some chiseling work and a hollow grind right here. I feel like this is just a user functioning knife for those specific tasks in the shop. I'm going to keep it around, and I look forward to maybe using it one day, and it'll come in handy. It's cool looking though. I'm a collector, so I like them all. You got an M16 left-handed model? That's cool, Joe. I'm a lefty as well. Gum on the floor. Savages. This is the CRKT Minimalist. Or no, Minimalist. What am I doing? Compact CEO or CEO Compact. Nice little gentleman's kind of folder. This is a cool, kind of nice looking dressy knife. Only problem is it takes literally nothing for the finish that they put on there. You see that? I've rarely carried this. I've rarely rubbed this against anything. And it's like I could just go like this with my nail and get that finish to come off. So cool knife. bad finish as far as if you wanted to keep it looking nice, because like I'm not really scratching it against things, and it's just you barely touch it and it starts to wear off. Fun little simple thin classy kind of a knife. Keep looking at the CRKT Redemption. They make some fun stuff. Not the top of my list, but they got some cool things for sure. I have 7 in my collection. So there's that. We have the Boker Magnum Kukri folder. I already did all my Bokers, so they're already on the shelf, and I just noticed I missed this one. This is ridiculous. I love it. What's up, Kevin Smith and Knives? Supposed to be made by Hogue in the US, but I'm not sure. I've heard good things about the Redemption. Louis, I need to organize my knives. 300 plus makes me want to say, yeah, dude, I'm right there with you. If you weren't out in the hall just now, I'm like starting to get these shelves organized, writing stuff down, and it's like, oh, I just found another Kershaw, another Boker, you know, like I've been adding these up, and it's like, it's just, they're everywhere. We'll get there. We'll get there. This thing's ridiculous, though. You can actually shake this out. I don't think a knife design is good if I can just do that and just shake it out. But in this case, the weight on the blade, the design, the style, I don't mind. I mean, look at that. Whap. A little silly, but fun. I'm going to tighten this up a little. There we have it. Oops, almost too tight. Just picked up the Purple Haze After Hours Jack Wolf. Nice. What's up, Bush? Kukris are super effective for clearing bush. No doubt. Look at that forward cant on there, just getting in there, just boom. I have a Kukri katana, machete. And if you want to just cut through the brush, doing some outdoor clearing and stuff, it looks great. Looks kind of like the Cold Steel Raja. For sure. For sure. All right, so there's that. Beast right there. I'll just go like this and keep them all on. These are the ones getting added to the shelf right now. I have my Mole Select. Mole Select? Mole Sect. Mole Sect. Boom. Now my brain shut off. What's this one called again? I'll come back to it. Mole Sect Jungle. 14C28N, G10 on the handle. Got that crazy snake skin kind of a texture to it. Beast of a knife. Mole Sect is Chinese. Big choke up spot. Anyone mess around with throwing knives yet? Mess around? No. Purchase? Yes. I picked up these bad boys. These are SOG throwing knives. The Fling. Got a 3-pack. We are going to chuck these into some stuff pretty soon. So, yes. We've got some. Okay, so Mole Sect Jungle, Beast. We have the Mole Sect Orbit front flipper. This is a user. Sweet little slicey hollow grind. Front flipper works great. Get in there and the index out. Handle feels nice just to get in there, grip it, rip it. This is nice. What about push daggers? I do not have any push daggers. Probably order one at some point because people ask. Not really something that I'm into as much. I am a collector of knives, so I should just get a little bit of everything, but I don't currently have any. So that's the Molesect Orbit. Wow. Did you see that? Classy. And Jungle Orbit Arch or something like that. It's got this really nice olive wood, which I like. I'm kind of looking at some more knives. Can you talk about the flat tipped one? Right here. This is a CRKT Razzle. The Razzle has, I believe this is D2, micarta, and then it does have a sharp, it's like a chisel tip. Or not a chisel like grind. It's sharp on both sides. It has a hollow grind right there. But it also has a grind on the end. So if you need to get in there and actually do some scraping with that edge, that would be your guy right there. Olive wood is cool. I'm going to have to look this up quick. I apologize, Molesect Art. My bad. The other two I had right away. This one I just couldn't remember the name. But we're scrolling through quick. Molesect's been making some cool new stuff. Definitely check out their website. Page 3. The Arch. I was kind of right. The Molesect Arch. These are all 14C28N. Different handles. G10, G10. Olive wood. That's my Molesect collection. And then we have my petrified fish. This is the petrified fish Bunta. Nice beast, beefy. Most of the petrified fish I have is a little bit chunkier. We have my favorite petrified fish. This is the beluga. Oops. Boom. Bush dagger is the easiest knife to use for self-defense. Right, sure. But if you don't buy knives for self-defense, then it's kind of less interesting. I buy knives to use them for tasks, and I know that's a task, sure, but in all of my years and everyone I know, no one's actually ever had to use a knife in self-defense. It's nice to have to be protected, sure, but like I'll just carry, you know, this can be in my pocket and I can just, boom, it's out. And I can use it for tons of other things that I will use it for on a regular basis. But everyone has, you know, what they like. Some people like balisong, some people like butterfly knives, some people like fixed blades. I like knives. I like them all. May your donuts be hot and fresh. That's why I carry pocket sand. Brilliant pocket sand for the win. Petrified fish beluga. We have the Victor. So the Victor has this fuller notch, or like it doesn't go all the way through. So on the right hand, you can use it to flick. And then the left hand, you can use it for your thumb. But I think that should just be drilled all the way through. Why wouldn't you? Unless you want to make this show side just look like that. I think the hole looks fine. But the Victor is a nice, snappy, great action. Petrified fish is kind of one of those underdogs that not as many people know about or whatever. They got some nice stuff. This was a budget one for sure. The Terra. This was on sale for like 30 bucks. I just had it. It was like, yep, I'll grab that one. Interesting kind of bigger shape. If you're looking for just a larger knife, nice little choke up user, good round, large handle. If you want a large grab on that, good purchase. Not a bad little knife. My least favorite of the four, but that doesn't mean it's a bad knife. The action drops nice, opens easy. Just kind of a simple, plain Nothing special about the shape that really kind of does anything for me versus like something about the beluga. It draws me in. But everyone has their different taste, what they think it looks cool. All right. We got a little stack here. I can put them on my notes and add them to the shelf. So we have petrified fish 4, mole sect 3, CRKT 7, and then I'm adding one more to my Bokers. So Bokers from 3 to 4. All right. More stuff for the shelves. So first things first, Boker. I hardly croaker. What? I don't. All right. So Bokers, I have not too many. This is the Jim Wagner reality-based blade, which is wild. For those you like that push dagger, what do you think about that? That's a defense blade right there. That does nothing but defensively act gnarly. All right, I'm going to shimmy these over a bit. Actually, I'm going to end up moving. Probably going to move a couple of these over here because I need to build up that space. So yeah, so we got the Jim Wagner reality-based blade. We have a nice Boker Kalashnikov out the side auto. This is a lefty version. Pocket sand. Dude, that's a legit, it's a move. And then we have an OTF Boker. This is the mini USB. This is the side. You should be looking at this trick from that side, but we'll do it from this side anyway, and still works just fine. And then obviously the kukri, it's going to take up more space than the shelf exists. Gotcha. Look at that thing. Boosh. All right, so added the Boker. Now we got to move over here. I can take, let's do this. I'm going to put these two remettes up here. That's one. Get you out of here. Put these back there like that. That looks a little bit better, right? So now we got kind of a all right. Okay. The Sea Fox. Oh, we need more light for the Sea Fox. Look at you. Gorgeous custom I picked up at Texas. We have a satiny hollow grind Magna Cut white paper micarta and the koa wood. Quad blade knife standing on the tips. Like that. It's going to fall over. It's kind of wobbly. It's not really a flat base for that. See, like it's kind of nubby, so it kind of wants to wobble a lot, and I move around. But I like that idea. I should make a little, I can take a little piece of wood and cut a hole in it and make a little stand that it'll then sit. How do I like the concept warrior? I have two of them. So this, let me just grab them both. We'll go over into the lighter side of the world. Warriors! Okay, so this is your standard D2, I believe. Yep, D2 Warrior. Aluminum on the bolster and then G10 on the handle. Flicks out nice. Good action on this. Look at that. Just that flick out. Boom. Feels good. Thumb studs are good. Clean, fun knife. Got a good drop. I've seen some things where people said, oh, my Warrior doesn't drop. This is a budget one. Drops just fine. That blade is solid, not going anywhere. So there's your budget Warrior. And then I have a premium full lefty titanium with eggshell texture, micarta, and then S35 VN fully left-handed. I like the Warrior. I'm a wood guy, own no wood knives, and keep seeing yours. What am I doing? I am not as huge into some wood handles either, but on occasion, bro, the wood handles are actually great. I just picked up this QSP Hawk. Look at the grain on that. When you open it, it just feels awesome. Look at that rich, wrinkly grain. Ugh. Sick. Now I want to do more wood handles. It's not my favorite as far as user, but sometimes it just feels just awesome. Really nice stuff. What's another one? This Zambezi. Look at that chunk of wood on there. Oh, this thing's got a stiff pull. Rosecraft Zambezi. Look at that. Come on. Big old choke up spot. Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, go for it. Good stuff. Concept Warrior is a nice knife though. They do have several versions if you are interested in it. I have 2 of them, so that has to mean something, right? Generally, if a collector has one knife, it's like, well, they ordered it just to try it out. They might like it, they may not. But if they have 2 of them, yeah. Dancing. I just had to read Dr. Hughes singing. Get a George Washington Carver. That's fun. Dude, Charlie, the Concept Warrior is a cool knife. If you like the design of it, it's a great knife. I enjoy it. All right, let me get these Bowie knives out of the way. Where do you put this? I mean, it's like a 1/4 mile long. Because why wouldn't it be? I think I could get a bigger one. Maybe. I'd like to get someone's like a hand custom, like a good one, but we're talking some money. What does that say? All right, I'm back. Okay. Then we got the Crown Stag Bowie. I thought this Bowie was a huge knife. Like, okay, this knife is enormous. It's great. Then I found this one. Right? Like, okay. Okay. Where have you been all my life? Although this beautiful Crown Stag handle, it's awesome. Shing. Shing. I don't know. Something like that. All right, it begins. It begins. It begins. So we're going to go bang, bang, boom, bow. Ugh, one-handed. Yeah. Shelves are going to evolve. I will be getting more of these ledges and stuff. I'm just kind of moving stuff in here so I can see it. As you see it, you can kind of keep rearranging. I'm a big brainstorming type of a guy. I feel writing down a bunch of ideas for a project is great, because you can look at stupid ones, but then that stupid one can give you the inspiration for an actual one that you might not have thought of. How often do you oil your knives? Not that often, but I have a lot and I go through them a lot. So I don't have to sharpen as much because I'm always carrying a different knife like every day, and I won't carry that knife again for probably several weeks. I don't make tons of cuts, so I don't dull them up very often either. Seriously. Seriously. Yeah. And that's not even. Live in Puerto Rico now and it's humid. You have to keep your stuff oiled or rust. Sure, that's a thing. Although I live in Minnesota, and Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes. It's wet. It can be humid here. I have a lot of D2 knives that if you just kind of take care of, you use the knife, but when you're done with the knife, don't just throw it. Like then wipe it down, clean it off, oil it if necessary. And you can get some long life out of your tools. Get yourself a magnet cut, Joe. You can throw that in the ocean for a week and it won't do anything. Which is pretty crazy. All right, let's do the mole sex next to the petrified fish. I'm going to hit mole sect up again. They've been really designing a lot of cool stuff, and it's not all out yet, but it's going to be coming out soon. But a lot of their new designs are very interesting. I'm going to definitely try to pick some of them up. You're supposed to lick your knife after, yeah, every time. Just give it a little wipe and swipe. All right, CRKTs. Boom, boom, boom. And we got these fixies. I'm not sure how I want to display those. Maybe like that. You could do like a triple. This one almost fits this way. Let's go like that. Yeah, work in progress. Oh, I got one more. Although this one's in the mini knife shootout. So it's got to go back with the stack of the minis, but it is now accounted for and it's on the list. I think Magna Cut's overhyped. Prefer 20 CV. Yeah, I'm not saying I prefer it. It's because, it doesn't have as good of an edge retention, but it has the corrosion resistance. Is it the best steel? Depends on, what you're, if you're out on the ocean every day and it's just getting splashed and sprayed with salt water all day long every day, then maybe it might be the thing. I might have to sharpen it a little bit more frequently because it doesn't have as good of edge retention, but it's got that resistance to the corrosion. So each task is his own. I haven't really used it all that much. I just like a good 154 CM. It's not too expensive. It works well. It holds an edge well. It's not extremely difficult to sharpen. A hole rusted, I'd be very pissed. So R. Campbell, how'd you get it to rust? Interested. Dan, stand that quad blade on its tips. It would look cool. Weren't we just talking about that? Mineral oil is your friend. Do I love 980C? I can't say I love 980C because I don't have any. I could. I could. I don't know anything about 980C. Yeah, grateful. I would like to display it that way, but I was saying it's not really, this is not a flat surface. If I hold that up, there's little nubs right in the middle there, and this isn't a high quality item, so it's not quite even. So when I set it there, it will stay there, but it's like, you see that how it like, I mean, when you're that far away, you can't, but I'm gonna maybe just take a little chunk of wood and cut a slot in it and set it in there. But like if you look at this, it doesn't, it's extremely precarious. You barely touch it, it's gonna fall over. And I'm gonna basically just walk into the room and the floor will move just enough that it's gonna fall over like every time if I have it standing up. I like that idea. I think we should have it displayed, something like that. I think that'd be cool. That was not open. But because it will not stay, it's not a flat surface. So, but I'm into that. I'm totally into that. I like where you're thinking. I'm working on it. Ugh. Working on the mess on the floor here. The old Cougar though, she's a jammin'. There it is, the Cougar. The new beast that allowed this whole room to happen. I had to upgrade my computer, so I had some better stuff going on. And then we ended up building this room. And I'm reclaiming my living room, which is nice. Tip down. Quad knife in the foot, right? Walk in the room. Oh, son of a. Maybe I should put it up top. We should put it up there so that it just drops right into somebody's, or it'd be mine. The only one here most of the time. Would it sit better upside down? Maybe. What's up, KR? Looks safe to me. Yeah, I could put it on the tips, but that's more stable, but it just doesn't look cool. Right? It just kind of looks, it's like you want those blades up, you want them like, you want it like this, so it looks like a Sauron tower or something, Or we could, the grappling hook. There should be a click, so they click into this position too. I think that would be a win. But there is not. Tell me that's not great though. I mean, come on. Come on! For the win. I mean, which one's my favorite gas station knife? I love them all. I love them all. I couldn't possibly. What's my opinion on CTS-BD1? I don't know anything about that either. Needs a half stop. Dude, if it had a half stop on all those, that would be sick. Let's look it up. CTS-BD1. I got too much crap in my way here. It's a type, that's a blade steel then? It is. What is CTS-BD1 steel? Let's learn. Mannix 2 lightweight has it. Carbon, chromium, molybdenum, manganese, silicone. High hardness, good edge retention, stays sharp longer than other steels in the same category, similar to 8CR13 and AUS 8. If you're in search of low budget that won't require you to sharpen too often, CTS BD1 isn't bad. Anybody got a Mannix 2 lightweight in CTS BD1? Carpenter steel. Interesting. Now it's BD1N. Changing it up. Time is it? 9:20. We've got our boy TKE going on at about 9:30, which means he should be on by 9:56-ish. But he moved out of the garage. He did like what I'm doing and moving into another room. He was live streaming from his garage, and now he's going to be in the house, in the air conditioning. Jim, Justin, and Mind of Milton are in there already. 9:56 at the earliest, correct? That is correct. He's casually, fashionably late all the time. Let's see if we can grab a couple more. That shelf has some space. All right. Wow. We're doing it. Fred the Law. Good morning, Fred. I was not able to get to the post office, but I'm going today. I'm going to finish this live. I'm going to make a video. I've got some stuff boxed up, and it's all going today. Today. All right. Do I have any Kunwu? I don't. I like Kunwu. I've handled some Kunwu. The S-Tau 2 is awesome. The Django. The why did my brain shut off? You know that other one. Kunwu's great. Mini knife shootout. Those have been accounted for. These have not. Okay. I have no idea. It's going to be like a bunch of singles and one-offs. Let's try. Single. All the companies that I only own one. Let's go over here. All right. I am never going to remember the names of all of my children. I am a horrible father. Ooh. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Alright, boom, boom, boom. Singles, singles. This one is. That's wild. Okay. Just like that, I grabbed a bunch of knives. Look, shelves still have quite a few things. Still a bunch there. My man. Okay. Here we go. Another pile of knives. My review video of the Gringo just dropped yesterday. I'll check it out, Rick. I haven't touched a Gringo. I see a Big Chief. I have a Big Chief. The Big Chief is cool, Joe. If you list your entire collection on eBay tonight, In 1 year from now, how much bigger could your business have grown? I don't know. Okay, so you took the gringo scales, you filled the melon texture with purple resin epoxy, sanded everything smooth. Ooh. Huh. Evan, no, the Big Chief is a pocket knife. Wasn't it right there? There it is. This is the Big Chief. Aluminum, that is a solid one-piece aluminum cast handle. Yeah, do you have pictures of that with the epoxy filled in on the texture? Grateful. That sounds really cool. First mod. What's up, Polar? All right, so I grabbed some one-offs. Let's see how many of these I actually know. So here is the cold steel triple action. Actually, I have more cold steels, so that's not going to work. So the triple action is like a butterfly knife, but it's not. So this drops down, blade goes in, handle goes closed. So that drops out, blade swings up, handle swings shut, and you got a good grab, and then it is a double-edged dagger. Whoops. What do we think about that? Boom, and then what model number is your buck? I have a buck from 1974 or 75. I mean, well, 74 to 79. I don't know the exact date. I moved all those. I don't know where they are right now. I got a couple old bucks. Okay, so cold steels. I have more cold steels, so I'm gonna have to put that aside, and we're gonna come back to that one. Ooh, it just switched to starting soon screen, so he's getting ready. Okay, so this is the Badger Knives Leaf. Right? Badger. It's a fun one. Oops. We have the Travisa. I actually have another couple Travisas. I need to put this one aside. We have dagger knives. I can't remember what this one's called. Anybody? Dagger knives from Russia. It looks like a double edge, but it's not. This is not sharp on that side. I like the clip though, with the screaming skull. Dagger knives. We have a CMB Predator. Is that right? Beefy handle on this one. I have a Best Tech Mantidae. Yeah, Joe, just tell them like, hey, they're yours. Honey Badger. Honey Badger. My bad. Best deck, Man Today. This thing is fun. Great action on it. Cool insect-like. We have the Microtech Standard Issue, MSI. Beast of a knife. I need to get a bigger, heavier handle for it. We have the Rat Model 1, the Ontario Rat Model 1. This is a staple classic knife for any collection. Speaking of a classic collection knife, the Opinel. I'm not a fan of the knife, but I am a collector, so of course I have one in that collection because you got to. SOG Terminus. This used to be in my daily for a while. Very snappy, great action. D2. I beat the crap out of this. There is a little spot on the blade right there. But other than that, I mean, for D2 beater, I beat it up and it's holding on just fine. My one and only butterfly tacks. This is the Benchmade tagged out. I need heavier scales for this one as well. I like this knife. It looks good. It feels good, but I don't like, they designed it to be ultra light, which I get, but I don't like that. I'd rather have a titanium handle for this. I know like Flytanium makes them. SOG was the shit back in the day. They still make some good stuff. 30 seconds. All right, so I'm going to grab this, copy, paste. So that right there in the chat is the link to the TKE Live. We're going to go over there now. Good buddy. What's up, Brian? So yeah, go over there and hang out, doing some fun stuff. Going to keep going on the shelves. They're coming together nicely, having a blast on the channel. Stay sharp, y'all. We'll see you soon. Go ahead and tell them KDK sent you if you want. If not, whatever. I'll see you over there. Stay sharp, y'all. We'll see you soon.